Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back, and we're heading into the holidays, and anyways, I have the pleasure of having a chauffeur today and go pick up one of my items that's being modified. So go for a ride. Let's go. That's not something you see every day. A Lotus. Lady didn't like me parking over there. The sun's coming. Dude, look how many supers they have here. All right, close start. Is it warm?
Yeah, we tested it like an hour ago.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, warm enough. Do I hear from back?
I am going. It whistles? Yep. Does it change sounds? What?
It gets a little more aggressive, like.
But the flap's gone. Why would it change it?
But the tuning of the motor changes a bit in that sense of the mode, so it changes it just a little bit.
Oh fuck, dude.
Especially when you're driving it and you rip on it, you'll really feel it.
She sounds a lot more meaty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
Yo.
Hear the whistle?
Yo, she sounds good. I like the way she sounds.
And then hearing it like the go off and everything when you're nice on load and everything. Oh man, you nice.
I just hear the whistle. All right, you guys. Hey, welcome back. I got Toby here and I got Serge here. This is the surgeon and this is the boss. But anyway, these guys have been super good at Studio RSR. There's another guy, he just won't step in, but his name's Dylan. I really appreciate his help also. But now, with all that being said, these guys have done more than one car for me. This is on my second car, and they could be very well doing a third car one day, as soon as when the parts are available. But with that being said, I want to really concentrate on this particular project with the C8. Let's go with driving experience first.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy drive everything under the sun. He goes to Willow Spring, right?
Yeah.
They go tracking all the time. What is your impression? I mean, what are your honest thoughts?
So, like I was saying in our video, you know, the biggest thing, even when you first called Dylan, saying that you wanted to do this, was why is there no tune, right? We know the answer to that, but you know, putting a twin turbo kit of a C8 with no tune, I was very skeptical to begin with. Like, you know, how is that going to work out?
I did my research though, but keep going.
Yeah. So, I mean, fortunately, ETS, you know, they know what they're doing. They did their due diligence and figured everything out. So, short answer is the drivability is amazing. It's shocking how well the pedal mapping, the idle, you know, taking off from a stop, downshifting, all that good stuff. It's almost, I'd say it's better than stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. What are your thoughts? Because you get to drive a lot of stuff too, Surgeon.
Yeah, so definitely same thing like you were saying. It's something very simple where the car can adapt to everything. It can shift very well. It can go through the maps very clearly. Seeing it perform differently versus track mode to regular mode, you can definitely feel that. And being that it has no exhaust simulators like you were saying, or it has the exhaust simulators now, it definitely still makes the car sound a bit different, being in those different modes as well.
So these guys know their cars for sure, and that's why I want to make sure we capture that initial impression when we put the turbo kit on. Now, you guys have driven a lot of cars, and mostly, especially now, the B58 engine, very popular in the BMW and quote-unquote Toyota Supra platform. Let's just say stock Supra to this now. The reason why I asked that question, here's the thing. The reason why I asked that question is because the C8 from a pricing perspective has always been somewhat, when it's MSRP, now with this crazy market going on still, they always claim that these two cars are edge to edge and like about the same pricing. Yeah. Okay. So let's just say we put the X amount of dollars into this, bless you, into twin turbo. Yeah. Now compare it to, which the Supra is a turbo car. Yeah. Stock form Supra versus this now. What are you guys' thoughts? Go ahead.
I think for this car, I think you're gonna have that luxury that you don't have in the Supra. Like as nice as everything is, you have axle risers in the front. Like that would be really nice. Like you have those like supercar
amenities,
amenities that they are trying to implement in them. So I think that's what kind of factors it into its next price point above.
Okay.
Out of it, you know what I mean? But for the bang for your buck, what you're getting is, if you're okay with the interior wise for that and drivability, I mean the Supra, you're gonna get a lot more bang for your buck per se.
Okay.
But you're saying for stock, right?
Stock to Supra
twin turbo
now.
Yep. I mean, it's kind of hard if you're asking from a performance standpoint, like because you're comparing a front engine rear wheel drive car to a mid engine
rear
wheel drive car.
Great point.
And driving a mid engine rear wheel drive car is a totally different experience. Like Serge is saying, that's like supercar feels, you know, and all that stuff. So I think if someone were to say, would you, for the rest of your life, you're only allowed to have a stock Supra or a twin turbo C8, I would say twin turbo C8 hands down.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to you, in reality, it's apple and oranges then, because the mid engine and the front engine.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now the potentials, if you go into
different story. We're gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now, bang for the buck. B58's the way to go because these guys can make like crazy things happen. Okay, that's for sure. So I'm very glad to hear that from a driving perspective. That you feel good about the C8, and hopefully for whoever's watching this, please subscribe to the channel and also call them up. If you have a C8, call these guys up. They're going to explore different ways to help you enhance your experience of the C8 and any other cars that you have. Now, here's the hardest question. According to ETS, they said, hey, Larry, by the way, you could do it over the weekend, which I'm glad I didn't. It's only going to take you a day and a half. This is Serge the surgeon here with this thing. Is it really a day and a half? And is it doable on a weekend for a weekend warrior, even with a car lift per se?
I mean, I don't see it being crazy involved. It's more of knowing all the little things you have to implement correctly and some of that stuff. They have a alright instruction booklet, but the best part about ETS is you can give them a call and they're always willing to help you out with any type of questions or anything like that, or anything that may be left out or anything that needs to be incorporated into the kit.
So I would highlight this. The guys over at ETS, might that be Michael, Chris, or Ryan, through the email, I've been pinging the life out of them, not these guys, but they have answered a lot of questions. So I really appreciate their communication and their support. But Michael, you still owe me some stuff. I'm going to get on that. I'm just going to keep it real. Yeah. But overall, your experience for the time you had it to work with it, did you see anything crazy? Did you see anything like, why would they do that? Or you know,
everything was pretty plug and play, and everything was pretty nicely, you know, they were able to provide everything for the most part. It was easily accessible as once you get all the covers off and everything and stuff like that. Everything pretty much went in its spot. It's just more of having it stay in its spot and having everything, routed nicely, and having stuff not tear on each other and whatnot. So.
Now, as I was telling Toby, and Serge probably have to do the work because he's the boss. When these guys finally come out with a real tune, not a piggyback tune, then I will, as a consumer, explore the additional alternatives to enhance the power. Because right now, according to specs, I'll be like in the low sixes area. Might that be torque or horsepower? That's where I'm at. I'm not even gonna boast about the numbers. Is it the greatest? No, but it's definitely better than stock, right? From my perspective. But as time progresses, once this platform really starts to mature, meaning their ECU is cracked and so forth and stabilized, then I'm going to start researching what are those tunes, what are the availability in the tunes, and what do I need to do with the clutch? Because the clutch and the transmission here is the biggest hurdle for this car, like majority of the cars out there. For those with GTR followers before, same thing with the GTR. That was the Achilles heel. Same thing with cars like these. But you know, that's just a highlight. But
How long has the C8 been out?
C8's been out what?
2018?
2020, right?
I think 2020?
2020, no, 2020, 2019.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
late.
So the car in reality, I think came out for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years in the cycle. Now, the biggest thing, Toby here has been debating about it, the Z06. I put a question out there already. Should you go twin turbo or Z06? There's going to be, you know, different perspective. The crowd that this car is trying to go towards, those are not the true models,
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be this is the
Yeah, they're going to go, hey, I want the dependability. I don't want to break the warranty. Z06 is the way to go. But look at the Z06 specs. I'm not dogging it. I'm not downplaying it. No matter what they do, it's still at 600 horses and high to mid 400 torque. With the turbos, I'm at high 5 torque or maybe low 600, depending how the car wants to perform and what day of the week it is, right?
Are the transmissions the same on those cars?
Transmission is slightly more upgraded from what I understand on Z06. I don't know the full details. I could be wrong about that, but that's my understanding. So that's the greatest debate right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I think from where you're at right now,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's why I asked how long has the C8 been out? You know, it's been 2 years. Now we have before it was like, oh, these new generation ECUs are uncrackable, all that stuff. And like 2 years down the line, you've got a twin turbo kit on a car that's supposedly uncrackable, and we're on the verge of being able to get into the ECU, right? So it's really cool that you're at the cutting edge of like what's available. But even though you're saying you're only at 600 right now, you've got literally everything needed as the starting point to figure everything out. And once that stuff becomes available, all I have to do is hop on a computer, turn up the boost, make sure everything's good,
Right.
and you'll be, you know, your potential at that point is just basically whatever the software is going to allow you to do.
And that is part of the goal. One of the main reasons why I went to the C8 platform, because GM invested so much money onto this platform, they're going to have to milk it as much as they can.
Yeah.
They spend billions of dollars on this platform. So far we have the Stingray C8.
Yeah.
Then they introduced now they have out the Z06.
Yeah.
And ultimately what they call the E-Ray is going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a pseudo slash kind of like the NSX type of deal.
Yeah.
Still very conservative in power though, from my understanding, at least initially. Then they're going to have something called a Zorro.
Yeah.
The Zorro is supposed to be the holy grail of the C8 line.
Like the hypercar of the C8.
That's the word, right? We don't know what GM is going to bring, what Chevrolet is going to bring. But what that brings is a lot of opportunities and a lot of different ways to tweak these cars. I really appreciate you guys' help. I'm sure we're going to continue keeping in touch. And honestly, I haven't driven yet. I just heard how it sounds. Now, there are tons of videos out and YouTubers out there that's way better videos than I did. No doubts about it. But I'm speaking from a more of a consumer's point of view, where I'm a weekend modder and this is not my primary task or goal or a job. It's just something I enjoy, and meeting these great guys here and helping me out. Any last words for say, guys? Any advice as I get into this and when I drive it, when I get on this lot?
Have fun. Be safe.
All right.
There you go.
Don't turn the traction off right now.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot. Stay tuned.